Hey friends, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and watching another video. I know it has been quite some time. I'm going to get right into it. I'll be cleaning downstairs today. My house is not a complete disaster, but one place that needs my attention is my sofa. I have washed all of the pieces that I can take apart on my own. But if you've been here for a while, then you know that I have to completely take the couch apart to get to some of those other areas. So I am going to utilize my handheld attachment on my carpet cleaner to give the rest of the sofa a deep cleaning while the other covers are washing and drying. Again, thank you so much for being here. I am asking for grace immediately. I am so out of practice. I feel like I am learning this all over again. If I've learned anything, don't take a break because you will lose your skills. So again, thank you so much for being here, and thank you in advance for your grace that you are going to extend. So I know that when people typically take a break from the platform, they will come back and film the whole "where have I been" video, what have I been up to, life has been lifing, all the things. Nothing wrong with that type of content, but I just prefer to kind of update you as we go along in videos. I am down to do a full-on Q&A if I get enough questions. I think it's important that you get the answers that you want versus me just sitting down in front of the camera and giving you information that you may or may not be interested in. So tell me in the comments what it is that you have questions about, if you even care where I've been, whatever. So if you have questions, then just let me know in the comments and I will either do a video answering all of the questions if it's a lot, and if it's just a few, I will sprinkle them throughout the upcoming videos. Finally, everything is nice and clean. One good thing about utilizing the carpet cleaner is that it almost dries instantly, which I appreciate. Here's your reminder: if you haven't cleaned your couch, clean it. Now granted, I did not want to waste solution, so I did use a little bit of the remaining water just to go over my carpet in the dining room. So, you know, my couch was still bad, but I know that looks like gross. But if you haven't cleaned your couch, use this as a reminder to do so. We just have a lot of like body oils and things like that that can sometimes get embedded in the fabrics of our sofa, and so it's good to wash those covers and use your vacuum cleaner attachment if things don't come apart and get everything nice and clean. I am very proud of myself. I feel like I'm getting better at this. I used to just struggle with putting all of the cushions back into the covers. It just seemed like a formidable task, but I did pretty good today. And so I'm just getting all of the pillows placed back on the couch so that we can move on. So one question I have is, what are you all watching and or reading? So currently I have been binge watching New Amsterdam. I don't know how I never watched that show. It's so good, but I also am not a big Grey's Anatomy fan. Please don't come for me in the comments. I know somebody's gonna say, what in the world? Where have you been? I have never watched Grey's Anatomy. Now, the funny part of that is that I watched Private Practice, which was the spinoff of Grey's Anatomy, which I absolutely loved, but I have never just gotten into Grey's Anatomy. But New Amsterdam reminds me of what I think Grey's Anatomy is about, so maybe I will start binge watching Grey's Anatomy once I finish watching New Amsterdam. It is a really, really, really good show. I have like laughed, cried, yelled, all the things. And books that I've been reading is Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. And it's just one of those books that the title of it makes you believe that it's one of those things that is like super heavy. It's really not. It's a really it deals with some real issues, but you just have to read it. The title can lead you to believe that it's deeper than what it is. So I've been enjoying reading that book. I'm almost finished with it. And so I need something else to watch. Tell me what to watch. Tell me what you're reading. I've also been deeply into my prayer Bible. It's one that was recommended to me. I did order it and I absolutely love it. It already looks as if I've had it for years, which I've always had a version of a prayer Bible, but this one I just really like. I will share it in future videos. But that's where I've been spending my time as far as reading, and then also watching certain things on TV. So I've also become quite the handy woman, hence my kink tool set. I have been dabbling into some other projects in life around entrepreneurship, and I've been using some tools, and I've just been removing certain pieces of decor that I have up that are just no longer my style. I'm not really into the whole farmhouse signs type of thing, so I'll just continue to remove those as I see fit. But that was one that I really needed to take down. I also took down the welcome sign in my living room, and I'm probably going to get rid of the other ones. One thing that I do want to do is redo my dining room. I've had that dining set for quite some time, and why I love it, I absolutely love it. It's just time. I don't want to paint it or do anything. I'm just going to give it away. I kind of want to do some form of a bench seating, and I want an oval table, a sideboard, and just some, I don't want it to be matchy, but I want it to flow. So I've been on Pinterest looking at various designs and just trying to get some inspo. I have a whole little vision board going, and I've seen some pieces that are pretty affordable, but nice quality. So I think that's going to be my next project. Not really. I am thinking about doing some things in the kitchen. I actually want to completely tear out my kitchen and redo it, but I think what I'm going to do is I really want black cabinetry. And before I rip out my kitchen and purchase black cabinets, I am really thinking about using the Beyond paint to paint my cabinets black to see how I like it, to see how it looks. And then if I don't like it, I can rip out the kitchen and get something else. Or if I do like it, then I know whenever I go to purchase cabinetry for the new kitchen that I can do black. I know that everyone does white, and it's just not in my ministry. I just feel like I'm never going to keep them as clean as I would want them to be. And I live in my house. I am just, yes, I take care of my stuff, but at the same time, I live. And I don't know, I feel like white cabinets are not going to keep well. So I really want to go against the grain and do black. So that may be another upcoming project. I feel like that's something I can do on my own. I really want to do black cabinets, gold hardware, and some different lighting, which I actually did change the lighting in my kitchen and dining room. I don't think it even shows in any of these clips, but I will give you updates in future videos. But those are the things that are on my mind. Do you have any projects that you're working on, or what are some things that you're wanting to change in your home or update or repurpose or refinish, just let me know. I love hearing about things like that, and I am always down for some inspiration. Finally, I am just going to attach a fresh new mop head and mop the entire downstairs. It definitely needs it. And if you guys are just here for cleaning content, I want to thank you for stopping by. I am going to include my November budgeting content or planning content at the end of this video. If you want to hang out and see how I am doing my planning and budgeting, I do have a kind of a different layout that I'm using in my planner. And so I, of course, always value your opinion. So tell me what you think. And also, I don't think I'll do like separate planning videos. I think I will always just include it at the end of like a cleaning video or something. There may be times where, you know, it will call for it to be separate, but I think I'm going to try to just do an all-inclusive thing, and hopefully you all will stick around for it all. Again, I do want to thank you for showing up for me, even though I have failed to show up for you for like 6 months or more. But guys, I really just needed this time. I really needed this time. Again, don't forget to leave any questions that you may have in the comment section, and I will answer those throughout upcoming videos or film a Q&A video if there are enough. Again, I'm pretty much an open book. I don't think you all have ever asked me anything that I thought was inappropriate or like crazy or disrespectful. So whatever questions you have, leave them in the comments and I will be here to answer them. All right, friends. So we are here looking at our new November budget. In full transparency, I did film an entire portion of the video that showed the setup and everything, and for whatever reason there's a formatting error that I can't fix, so I'm just gonna re-record to show you kind of the new layout of my planner. So there is the monthly overview sheet here where you can put your top 3 goals. I am going to be intentional about starting new habits each month and tracking. 21 days builds a habit, so at least if I can get 21 days in here, that would be great. Just any reminders of the month, and then a notes section. I have not completed this yet because it is November. It is my birthday month. I'm turning 40, and I want to be really intentional about this page, so I will share that in a future video. I did do a little bit of decorating, so I just used the gold date dots and just a little bit of stickers to decorate my planner, obviously putting emphasis on my birthday here. And then I did set up my budget. So I have very minimal expenses when I decided to embark on the journey of becoming a stay-at-home homeschool mom, single mom, whatever you want to call it, all the things. I wanted to make sure that obviously I'm still able to provide a life for myself and my children, but I want to do so in the most cost-effective manner. So when I began to just ask God for a way to make this happen, He just made a way. And I'll talk more about that in future videos as far as how I make it work and kind of my process. But overall, I kind of make sure that I give myself $3,000 each month. I don't have a lot of expenses, just kind of basic household bills, electric, water, internet, TV, and then my home insurance, car insurance, cell phones is expensive because of my daughter adding a new phone. And then fuel, I don't go really anywhere because I'm at home most of the time. So I only allot $60 for that. And I give myself about $100 for household items, although my garage is running over with paper towels and tissue and laundry detergent and all the cleaners. So I probably won't use that. Also, I know how to do my own hair and my daughter's hair. and my mom does hair as well, and she would never charge us. So I don't really have a lot of expenses in this area. For groceries, I budget $400 and then $100 for eating out. This life insurance is for my children. I pay mine annually. I do not disclose this amount of giving as far as my tithes, but obviously, you know what 10% of the 3,000 would be, but I actually do give above and beyond that. I don't have any debt payments to make at this time. And so once all of this is accounted for, I'm left with about I'm left with $1,600. I'm going to put $1,000 in my short-term savings, which is like my emergency fund, and I keep I would say about 3 to 6 months of expenses in that account, and also just kind of like just anything that I may need. And then I'm going to give myself a $609 buffer. I know that I am not a traditional budgeter that is giving every dollar a name. I just feel like I'm at a place in my financial discipline to where I can use my card. I can, swipe responsibly. You won't see me cash stuff. It's just not something that works for me. I need convenience, and everywhere we go, there is a self checkout that only takes cards, and I'm not going to prepay for my fuel. I'm just going to pay at the pump. But again, nothing against anyone that cash stuffs. I have been a cash stuffer, and I know it makes for good content, but I'm not going to pull cash out of the bank just to film a video only to go deposit it back into the bank so that I can use my card. I just believe in being realistic and transparent. I'm very simple. And then here I do like to have a view of all of the due dates of when things are coming out, and I just kind of highlighted them based upon the categories. I also have an expense tracker. So when we do our follow-ups, I will track my expenses just to make sure I'm tracking well and staying on budget. And then each week I have a faith building spread. I like to keep this very minimal because I like to kind of jot things. I like to use stickers. I really like to get into my faith reflections each day. I typically will utilize either really it's a combination of the Bible app, a daily devotion, and I also have a prayer Bible that I utilize each day. So I will be able to outline that and I will share it. And then this is the monthly, not the monthly, this is the weekly spread. And I opted for more of a teacher layout to where you have the days of the week down the side and just gives you a lot of space. I've used this space in several different ways. I've done my big three for the morning and my big three for the evening. You could also use this if you were like a content creator and you wanted to do like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Threads, I don't know, all the things, Facebook, all the things that are out there. You can kind of plan your content that way. I've also kind of used this for like planning some homeschool things and then some personal things. You can use this in a plethora of ways. So each week you have faith building, and then you have your weekly spread that you can plan. However, those are some changes that I did make to my planner. The only other part that you do have a note section, and then this is a part of your budget, but I put it at the end because it's going to travel with you each month. So this is kind of your debt payoff tracker and your savings tracker. So I put it at the end so that it can be a traveling kind of document for the month. So that is the way I have changed my planner. It looks very different from the previous one. And so I just thought I would share that. So I do have my budget done. And so now we can go ahead and get everything added up and continue on this process. All right, now we can just add things up. So electric is 111, 58, 85, 80, 89, 180, 60, 100. I'm gonna put 500 there, 28. And I don't, my tithes is my tithes, that's between me and the Lord. So I don't ever include that. I just have this in case someone does utilize this download, they can put it there. If you have debt payments, you can add them there. I don't have any debt payments. And then I usually will see what my expenses are and decide like what I want to put in savings. And that's just above and beyond savings because I put money in savings before I even get to this number. But so we're at $13.91. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm supposed to have more expenses, but yeah, I don't. So my budget is $1,391. Those are my expenses. And out of the 3,000, that means I have 1,609 left over. And so that means I will probably put in savings $1,000. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put short term, and my short term is like my I would say 3 month savings and like emergency fund. So I'm gonna put 1,000 in short term savings. And then I am just going to have a $609 buffer. And I know some people are like, oh my goodness, you need to tell every dollar what to do. And I mean, that's fine if that's, how you choose to budget. There's nothing wrong with that. And I used to be that way. But in all actuality, I'm going to give myself room to splurge. It just is what it is. Like, as long as my bills are paid, as long as I'm saving money, and again, I save even more money before I even get to this number, so it's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna give myself a $609 buffer. Yay. And now I'm going to go through and put the due dates for everything. It's like everything's either due on one day or another. It's just, I don't know. It's just like that. I don't know why. It's just like that. So I'm going to go through, and I'm not going to use date dot stickers. I'm just going to go through and write the numbers. So the first, second, third, fourth, let's see. And then I have some extra. So the things that are due toward the beginning, our phone bills are due on the 6th. So I will mark that as phones. I will see what else. My water bill is due on the 10th. So mark water. My electric is due on the 17th. I'm going to place that. My internet is due on the 25th. Internet is due on the 25th. And also both my home insurance and car insurance are due on the 25th as well. My TV service is on the 24th. Life insurance for my girls is the 21st. And make sure I got everything. I think that's it. Let me make sure. Make sure I got it. Yep, those are the main things. As far as like, I usually do any type of grocery shopping or whatever. I like to go like on Thursday. I don't like to wait till the weekend because that gets on my nerves, but I like to get the weekly ads that start on Wednesday. And so I like to go on Thursday if possible. Now, if it's something really, really good that's coming out in the ad, I might go on Wednesday. But for the most part, I go on Thursday. So I will go ahead and allocate. No, I'm not. That doesn't make any sense because it's not necessarily a bill. It's an expense. I will go to the grocery store and I will track that on the expense tracker. I will kind of walk you through faith building. I will probably do it for a whole week and then like film it so you can kind of see how I approach that each week, and then also like a weekly planning. But I feel like this video is really long because I've been talking a lot, and I'm also just trying to talk myself through this new planner setup that I am going through right now. And I feel like I want my categories to have a color, but I might need some other colors. So let me just see. If it's a home expense, I'm going to mark it in green. So like my electric bill, I'm going to mark that green. TV, internet, home insurance. My car insurance, I'm going to change that because I don't feel like my phone, I feel like most of these are household expenses. I feel like that should go under transportation, and so I need to change that. If it is about health, I'm going to put that in pink. So life insurance. And then I'll just do transportation in yellow. And I'm going to put my car insurance in yellow because I feel like it needs to be in a different color. And then I will put these other expenses like family care. I'll put those things in purple. And let me see what other colors. I feel like I had a whole lot of other colors. Y'all know I am with these pens. I buy them often. All right, I will put savings. I feel like I'm gonna put that in blue. Put that in, oh, I kind of like, oh yeah, I don't like that. It's that friction highlighter. They are a blessing and a curse, I will say that. I like them, but we have a love-hate relationship for sure. And then, well, I'm not gonna highlight these because I don't have a category, so it doesn't make any sense to me to highlight them. All right, so y'all can tell I am out of practice for sure. Oh my goodness. All right, so just to go over the budget, here are our expenses, and these are the due dates of those expenses. I have my birthday, which is important, and I do have some other like birthdays that I'll go through here and like make some special dots for. I think whenever I come back and do my update, probably next week, because y'all, this is just my first video back, y'all gotta just bear with me. Probably next week I will do a monthly goals. I will complete this and fill it out, and also I will have a full week of like faith building, and I will kind of show you all how I use this in conjunction with my prayer Bible and other journals and things like that. I will be able to show you that, and then we'll just also kind of plan for a week and see how it's going. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you all for welcoming me back and clicking on the video and watching. I promise you, I am going to get back in the swing of things and get it together. I feel like a fish out of water. It's just been a while. It has just been a while. I feel like I have forgotten how to press record, how to edit, how to do everything. So thank you all for hanging in there with me. I truly, truly appreciate you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.